Oh, hey there, guys. What's going on? Fears? Audience? Yeah, you. You, audience. You. You. Fears. Audience. Audience. Fears. Fears. Audience. Gung. Chung. Chung. Gung. Gung. Chung. Chung to the bung to the zung to the gung. Gung! Alright. Enough of that. I kind of had to get that out of my system. Chung bung zung kung dung dum. All right, calm down, Fears. Enough is enough. You've said it like 8 million times. All right, guys, what's going on? Fears. Audience, let me open up that chat, see how you guys are doing. I got some updates about Toyman Toy Show. I got some other updates, and then I got a very special guest coming on towards the end of the stream. But I told him that I wanted to get a couple of stuff out of the way, and then I will invite some people in. So here we are. Let me open up that. Let me open up the. Hang on. Let me open up the. Let me open up the chat. Give me 2 seconds. Why is the chat not opening? Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, Shane Vlog says, "What's up?" Brock is here. What is up, Brock? Nice. What's up, Brock? Richie says, "Hey, Fears." Hey, Shane. What is up, Richie? Let's see. Brock says, "Wang Chung tonight." It's a little racist, Brock. No, I'm just joking, buddy. I'm just joking. What's going on, everybody? What's up? N4, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, my friend. So, guys, what's going on? Always a pleasure to see you guys. We got 4 people. Not 4 people. We got 4 likes. We got 10 people watching. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. Matt Man says, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Matt, I want to thank you for being on my show. No, just joking. Me and Matt were on Library of Laughs show, and it was a lot of fun. So Library of Laughs, thank you for having me, Matt, and Carrie on. And it was a blast, guys. We were talking about horror movies. We were talking about TV movies. It was good stuff. And for says, shout out to my good buddy Fears. Shout out to you, my friend. Let's get an early shout out to Uncle Terry. Hell yeah. Keep on Uncle Terry's memory alive. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Bronx says, I don't even know what that means, LOL. I thought it was an 80s song. It's true. So, Shane says, I want to be on the next show, Fears. Oh, Shane. I will send you the link and we can get you on this show, Shane. If you want to. But Shane, if you don't want to be on today's show, I'll get you on the next one. But Shane, if you want to come on today's show, you're more than welcome. So, guys, got a couple updates, and then I'm going to invite some people in. The main update is the Toyman Toy Show tomorrow. Good stuff. Good stuff. I want everybody to come out. Everybody should come out to the Toyman Toy Show tomorrow. Big event. Big event. Fears will be there. I want to meet all my fans. I've been telling you guys about this show for the last 2 weeks. So I hope to see some of my fans come out. I really would. I really would. And Forces, I think the better question is why wouldn't Shane be on the stream? This is true. Very true. Very true. Thank you for correcting me, N4. This is true. I should have already known that, but yeah, so Shane, if you'd like to come on today, you're more than welcome. Shane says, I'm watching college football right now. Excuse me. My stream is a lot more important than fucking college football, all right? So get your pantyhose out of a twist. Come on my show. I'm just joking, Shane. If you don't want to come on today, I absolutely understand, and we'll get you on the next one. So, guys, Toyman Toy Show. Toys, good food, good people, good convention. You have to come. I've been wanting tons of people to come. It is Fears. You're right. LOL. This is true. This is true. Anyway, so I'm going to give you guys some information. If you have not heard this information a million times, I'm going to say it for the 1 millionth time because I want people to come to the show. I want to meet people. Give me 1 second. I was messaging someone. All right, so let me just pull up the Toyman Toy Show news. I want to see if there's any new related stuff. And I will tell you guys all the information. All the information is on their website, www.toymantoyshow.com, or go to their Facebook page and just write in Toyman Toy Show. It'll pop up right away. Basically, it's September 23rd, which is tomorrow, guys. And the actress that is coming, the celebrity, is voice actress Stephanie Young. So Stephanie Young will be there. And she does a lot of voiceovers for video games, movies, stuff like that. So we've only got one more day to wait. So it'll be tomorrow. General admission is $5, and for kids 16 and under, it's for free. So if you have kids, bring your kids out. The con goes from 9 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. And Fears would love to see you come out because I go to this show, maybe not every single time, but as many times as I possibly can. And Stephanie Young, she's been in a lot of stuff. Let me pull up what she's been in. Let's see. Let's see, what has she been in? I hope they didn't take her stuff down. Let's see. What has she been in? I'm sorry if I'm ignoring the chat, guys. I will get back to the chat ASAP. Promise. Hope they didn't take down her stuff. What has she been in? Here we go. Okay, so she's been in Claymore, One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist, Borderlands, and Sega went nuts because I messed this up. But this is how it is said on the website. Attack on Titans with an S. So Sega, I hope I said that correct because Sega interrupted me not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And I was like, Sega. That's what it says on the website. But so she's been in a lot of video games. She's done commercials. She's done movies. So I'm gonna try and get an interview with her, guys. I'm gonna try. But it's from 9 till 3. Again, only $5 to get in. If you want to get into the con early, if you want to get in at 8 a.m., it's $12. I've never done they call it the early bird ticket. I've never done the early bird ticket, but anyway. Anyway, let's check the chat because I have not seen the chat in let's check the chat. I have not checked the chat in a while. Let's see. Seth says, "Hey Fears, what's up?" Nothing much, Seth. Just telling everybody about the Toyman Toy Show. I want people to come out. We got 15 people watching. Shout out to the 15 people. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. Backcountry's here. What's up, Backcountry? Let's see. I don't ever watch TV. Who needs cable, satellite when you have YouTube? This is true. It's very true. Backcountry says, "Are you friends with Carrie again, Fears?" Debatable, Backcountry. I don't know. I'm still kind of on a break with Carrie, but we did do a stream together today, and that was very nice. So I think we're mending the wounds slowly but surely. But I'm not ready to unblock her just yet, but maybe one day. But we're working on it. So shout out to Shane Vlogs. Shout out to Seth 2018, Backcountry, Brock, Joey with the numbers. Who else is in here? Shane Vlogs, Mattman. Who else is in here? N4, Richie. Right. Hopefully I'm not missing anyone. I think that's everybody. It is good to mend the wounds. This is true. Another big update. I've only got 2 big updates, really, if I'm thinking about it. So please, I want everybody to come to the toy show tomorrow. I want to meet my fans, I've been trying to get a fan meetup for quite a while. So that's why I've been telling people, in advance. If you'd like to come out, you're more than welcome. Again, only $5 to come to the show, guys. $5. And the next update, I have a drawing stream. Me and Randy, the next drawing stream we're doing, it's Monday, and we've got a good theme. I mean, hang on, it's my turn to pick the theme. I think it's a good theme. We've never done it before, so hopefully. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the drawing streams on Monday, but I want everybody to come out to the drawing stream on Monday. Think of some good drawing ideas to add, because we always appreciate everybody in the comments bringing their ideas. It makes for a good show. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. Shane says, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. I have 129 subscribers. Well, that's awesome, Shane. Shout out to you and your 129 subscribers. So if you guys have not subscribed to Shane, subscribe. Okay, that's all the info that I wanted to say. I've told everybody about the Toyman Toy Show. That's why I named it the Pre-Toyman Toy Show. It is the September show. They skip October. Why they skip October? I don't know why. Because, you know, Halloween is big and stuff. You would think they would do a Toyman Toy Show in October, but they don't. They skip October, and they're going to do one. I think the next one after this one is November, and then they do a Christmas one. So, yeah. Shout out to Uncle Terry, says Joey. Well, I appreciate that, Joey. Appreciate it. Joey, one of these days I got to get you back on the show. I got to interview Joey, and then I have to interview Spider-Man. So, Joey, talk to Spider-Man. Ask him if he'd be willing to come on the show. But no interruptions, Joey. I don't want anyone leaking the link. Sometimes you can't trust Joey with the numbers or Spider-Man. They leak links. So if you are up for just a one-on-one interview, Joey, I would love to have you on. No leaking the links. Dildarian is here. Hello, Dildarian. Dildarian, I don't know if you heard. Big news. Because I think Dildarian missed the last drawing stream. I think he got there the last waking moment, Dildarian, so I'm letting you know in advance. Drawing stream Monday. Bring your ideas. It's going to be somewhere. We're going to start somewhere somewhere between 1 and 3, Dildarian. So yeah, it's Fears J. I don't know who that is. Jay Jameson. Wait, is Jay Jameson Spider-Man's boss? That's true. It says boss. No, I'm not Jay Jameson. Said he can't trust Spider-Man. Oh, well, I mean, I've had Spider-Man on, Joey, and he's leaked links, and I've had you on before, and you've leaked links. So, if you promise that you will not leak a link, Joey, I would love to interview you, just as you, and then I want to interview Spider-Man, so he can hold up those index cards, you know, with his answers. So, talk to Spider-Man, and I would like to interview you both. Spider-Man has never did that. You sure, Joey? I don't know about all that. I think he's leaked links. I think you've leaked links too. Dildarian says, I will be there, Fears. Nice. Well, I didn't want you to miss, Dildarian, because you are a good supporter. You love the drawing streams, and I want you to be there. I'm not going to tell you guys the theme, though. I think I picked a very good theme. Randy picked the last one. See, Joey's admitting it. Joey's admitting it. He says, I did that, though. So, Joey, that's why I'm kind of afraid to invite you on, because I want to do an interview with you and Spider-Man, but I don't know if I can trust you to not leak the links. So I don't want you to leak anything. I live for your drawing stream, Spheres. Do you like them that much? Jesus. All right, well, there it is. Well, I just wanted to let you know in advance, Dildarian, so it's between 1 and 3. It'll be somewhere. It will start somewhere there, because I have to check on Randy's schedule. So it'll be there. It'll be somewhere in there. But Randy picked the last drawing stream theme. The last theme was a movie set. Randy initially wanted to do a porn set, and I was like, Randy, we're not doing a porn set. And he's like, all right, Fears. He's like, I'll meet you halfway. He goes, how about we do a a movie set. I was like, we can do a movie set. N4 says, when's the drawing stream? It's Monday. Monday. So I just don't know what time. It'll be we're going to start the stream somewhere between 1 and 3. Now, how long we go, I don't know how long we'll go, but we're going to start in between 1 and 3 in the afternoon. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to invite my guest in. I was going to invite Library of Laughs. I think he went to bed, though, because he said he was up for a stream. So I will see if he's on Twitter. But he wanted to come in, but also I have another guest that wanted to come in. He hasn't been on the show for quite a while, and I wanted to have him on because I had some questions for him. And you guys have seen this guest before, but it's been quite a while. So, but I wanted to know if Library of Laughs wanted to come on as well. Library of Laughs, are you still up? Are you still available to come in? I messaged him about 35 minutes ago, and he did not respond, so I think he's went to sleep. So I will keep my Twitter open to see if if he'll come in. But if he doesn't, I'm still going to invite my other guest. He hasn't been on in a long time. Joey says, I have a whiteboard. I will take Randy's spot. What? Nobody will replace Randy, but Joey, if you wanted to do your own drawing stream, Joey, I would love to come on, and we should do a Joey with the numbers drawing stream. That'd be sweet. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet. We could either do it on my channel, or we could do it on your channel, Joey. I finally figured out how to un-chat block Joey, or un-chat block in general. It's kind of it's weird. It's a weird way how you have to do it, but I figured it out. So now I can actually see Joey with the numbers, Joey with the numbers comments, and I can see Joey with the letters. I don't know if Joey with the letters will ever come back because Joey likes using Joey with the numbers more than Joey with the letters, but there you are. You could do a strip club theme. That actually is a good idea, N4. But I just didn't want to do a porn set. So I've got a good idea. We haven't done this idea. We haven't done this idea on Monday. So and Randy actually liked it. You know, sometimes Randy's like, I don't know. Because sometimes Randy will look at me and say, I don't know about that idea, Fears. He's like, I don't know if I could draw stuff. And I'm like, Randy, we're doing it. And then eventually it turned around. But he actually really loved this idea. He's like, Fears, that's an original idea. We've never done that theme. He's like, and I said, well, Randy, I said, that was the first thing that popped into my mind. And he was like, well, he's like, Fears, if you don't think of anything better than that, then we should do that one on Monday. And I said, okay, Randy, I haven't thought of anything better than this yet. And this idea that I'm thinking of will give us a lot of opportunities to add funny stuff in. And Randy's like, oh yeah, Fears, we've never done that one before. And I was like, well, I'm like, we did your hospital one, Randy, then we did your movie set one, and then my last one, I think, that I wanted to think of, I said, draw members of the community. That was a good stream. And that was a quick stream. Randy wanted to see, hey, let's see if I can fill up the board and do a quick drawing stream in like 20, 25 minutes. So, but this one we should be able to go longer than 25 minutes, guys. So, I hope you guys like this theme that I thought of for Monday. So, one more update, and then I will invite my my guest in. Applying for the jobs, it is going good. It's going good. The last one I think I told you about. What was the last one? Here, let me get my book out. Oh, what was it? I didn't really apply for anything today because I had to help my dad cut the grass. Because my dad's getting older. Unfortunately, I've got bad news about my dad. My dad's cancer. It's not doing good. He's at level 4, so I'm sad to say that. I really am sad to say that. So he's like, my dad likes to cut the grass. So we take turns because I like cutting the grass too. But if my dad enjoys it more, I usually let him do it before I do it. But he's not been feeling great. So I said, Dad, anything that you need, look, I'm here. I'm like, I don't mind helping you and Mom. So I just wish my dad wasn't in all this pain. It's bullshit. My dad works his whole life, and they didn't catch his prostate cancer in time. And so he's supposed to be enjoying his last few years in his retirement with my mom, and he has to go through all this radiation. It's just fucking bullshit. So I hope my dad gets better. So prayers for my dad. And it's just bullshit. So, all right, the last two that I applied for, I applied for another security job at a different security company because the one that I was at, they just treated people bad. And then I applied for a radio job. It sounded like a cool job. So, it's not in St. Louis though. It's in Illinois, but it's worth driving all the way out there because I'd be working at a radio station. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. All right, enough about that. But guys, let's see. Dill Darren says, I'm very sad to hear that, Fears. It is. It's very sad. I hope my dad gets better because my dad, he's one of my heroes. I love my dad. My dad and my grandfather inspired me to go to film school because my grandfather always loved shooting all the family events with a video camera. And uh, and my dad always likes. My dad loves video, but he likes taking pictures more. So my dad always took pictures at all the family events, and then my grandfather, before my grandfather passed away, he always did all the video cameras. So there's actual video footage of Fears, little tiny pitter patter, little Fears feet. This tall, walking up to my grandfather. My grandfather gave me the video camera, and my grandfather. So there's family footage of me filming at some of my family events. And my grandpa taught me how to film. So those two guys kind of inspired me to go to film school. So if you guys could just shoot a prayer out for my dad, I hope things get better. I'm really worried, but this ain't the worst he's ever been. There's levels. When it comes to prostate cancer. So if you're at level 1, you're actually doing pretty good. If you're at level 10, then you're pretty much on death's doorstep. My dad went from, he was at 1.5, and now he's at 4. And I was like, fuck. So he was doing so good, but he's gonna go back and do some more radiation treatment. And his doctors think once he does that, and they get some tests back, they said we should be able to get it back down. So as long as he keeps his levels low, if you don't catch prostate cancer in time, you're basically stuck with it forever. But as long as they keep it in check, you're fine. That's why I have to get checked every single year because they're like, well, it's in your family. You have to get checked. So if you do get it, Fears, later on in life, we can eradicate it. And I was like, I'm like, nothing against my dad, nothing against my grandpa, because my grandpa, he had cancer, but he had a different form of cancer. My grandfather worked some of his life in a can factory, and some of the chemicals and stuff in that factory gave my grandpa another form of cancer. I don't remember what kind of cancer my grandpa had, but it's in our family. So I have to get checked every single year. But the big one is prostate cancer. So I've gotten checked twice, and so far I'm okay. So Joey, don't even joke about prostate cancer. All right? So I'm being dead serious, Joey. I don't want any. I appreciate it, but this is serious. So I wanted to talk about something serious before I invite my guest in. So I have been spending a lot. Backcountry said you should spend more time with him. I have. I've been spending more time. I've been spending more time with my dad. So anytime I can help my dad. Me and my dad went to the movies. Let's see, today's Saturday. We went Tuesday. It was either Tuesday or Monday we went and saw a movie. I hadn't seen it, but hang on. What the hell did we go see? Shit, let me look up the movies. Hang on. It was something that I didn't want to see, but it was my dad's choice. But it actually was a good film. Because I was like, Dad, pick whatever you want, because I thought my dad should pick. But what film did we fucking go see? What was it? Oh, shit. Give me 1 second. I'm looking up the movies. What did we go see? What was it? Let's see. Ooh, it wasn't The Predator. It was... God, this is when Fears' fucking memory has to come into effect. I just saw this shit fucking Monday or Tuesday, whatever the hell it was. Let's see. It wasn't Peppermint. It wasn't The Nun. It wasn't The Meg. It wasn't Christopher Robin. What the hell was it? It was... I think it was Life Itself. I think that's what the one me and my dad went and saw, Life Itself. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So this top one right here. It was okay. was pretty good. And I really enjoyed spending some time with my dad. So, oh, hang on, got my thing tangled here. All right, but anyway, did I tell you guys what the last job was? Yes, I did. So, last two jobs was a security position at a different security company, and a radio job, not in Missouri, but worth the drive because $22 an hour. Oh yeah, it's in Illinois, so I definitely would make the trip out there. Oh yeah. So anyway, but I appreciate all the love and the support. So keep my dad in your prayers, guys. I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. Please, no jokes though, because prostate cancer is a serious thing, and my dad and my grandfather mean a shit. I can't even talk. Mean a lot to me. A shit ton. That's what I was trying to say. My dad and my grandfather mean a lot to me. So please take that in mind. Please, no cracks or no jokes towards my dad or my grandfather. Yeah, your dad is a great guy. He is a great guy. My dad and my grandfather are great guys. I feel like we should get a Fears senior celebration stream. I would do that if my dad got cancer free, but since they didn't catch it in time, so this is kind of me asking you guys for a favor. So just please keep my dad in your prayers. I like that. I like that theme. Tender and immortal. I haven't seen you in the chat in quite a long time. Good to see you again. A carnival theme. That would be kind of cool. A carnival theme for the drawing stream. I didn't think of that. That's not the next one, but I should tell Randy about that. Here, let me write that one down, and I'll tell Randy. So that should be Randy's choice, like after mine. Or if Randy picks something different, maybe I'm definitely going to do that one. If Randy doesn't want to do that, that'll be one of my themes. Here, let me write it down so I remember. Carnival theme. Nice. That is a good one. That is a really good one. I'm sorry if I'm missing any of you guys' comments, but I just wanted to get all that out. It had been in my mind, so please keep my dad in your prayers. My fucking nose is bugging the shit out of me. A video store theme would be cool. Oh yeah, like a Blockbuster theme. That's a good one. Let's go. All right, here. Let's see what I missed, and then I'm going to invite my guest in. Let's see. Sorry to hear about your father. Fears. Just lost my grandfather last month. Oh, Brock, I'm really sorry to hear it, man. That fucking sucks. See, that's the one thing I don't get about God. If he's supposed to be this almighty guy, why does he take loved ones from us? That's the only thing I hate. If we could all live forever, that'd be great. Because that's the hardest thing you have to go through is losing loved ones and shit. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, I didn't want this stream to be a downer because most of the stream has been really good, but it was on my mind, and I'm being dead honest with you guys. My dad has not been feeling good for the last couple of weeks, and it worries me. So just please, I ask you guys, just keep him in your guys' thoughts and prayers and stuff. And I hope to God he gets better here in a couple weeks, couple days. Anyway, all right. Fears, there is no such thing as stage 5 prostate cancer. No, there is. There's stages. Or there's levels, not stages, Jesse. There's levels. Whatever you want to call it. Like, it weighs how much, like the prostate cancer. I'm not lying. I forget what you call it, Jesse. Like they said, as long as you keep your levels. God, something is bothering the shit out of my nose. Give me a second. I need to blow my nose. But I don't know how you explain it, Jesse, but there's like, as long as my dad keeps his levels low, then he should be fine. I'm not making this up, Jesse. I'm not. So. Okay. Well, I don't know how you say it, Jesse. I'm not lying because I don't know much about prostate cancer. She said 4 is the highest and go. All right. Well, I know my dad isn't at 4. He's like at. He's close to it though. I think he's like at 2 or 3. I thought. There was, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, my dad's pretty high up there. But I feel for you because of your pop. But talk to him. Oh, I've been talking to him, Jesse. Trust me. I'm sorry to hear about your family member passing. Let's see. My uncle passed last year from the highest form of prostate. See, that fucking blows. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jesse. Jesse, I wasn't trying to make things up. I'm not making things up. Just I didn't know how to describe it because I know a little bit about prostate cancer, but not much. But I'm sorry to hear that your uncle passed. Yeah, my dad's not doing too good. It fucking blows because my dad's an awesome guy, and he's done everything right in his life, and he's supposed to be enjoying retirement, and then he has to go through all this bullshit. So, but Jesse, I would appreciate a prayer from you and Chris and everybody else in the community. Anyway, I wasn't trying to be a Debbie Downer or whatever you want to call it, but it was on my mind. I had to talk about this. But yeah, it fucking blows. And we got 27 people watching. Wow, I think this is the highest I've ever had. Anyway, so while the numbers are high, I'm going to invite my guest in because he's probably wondering where the hell is my link, Fears. But anyway, I hope you bear with me, guys. Thank you so much for letting me say all that serious stuff. So I've already talked about the Toyman Toy Show, all the updates, and then I had to give you guys an update about that because it was on my mind and it's been driving me nuts. But Jesse, I really appreciate you saying that you feel for me and my dad. You're a good friend, Jesse, and I'm sure Chris is saying the same thing because Chris is always sitting by you. Because I know you guys told me that you guys watch together, so I appreciate that that you said that. Shout out to the MMA holes. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the MMA holes. Hell yeah! And Jesse, I needed that 45 minutes, and Jesse knows exactly what I'm talking about because they were trying to start their show. And I was like, I need a good 45 minutes. So, Jesse, that was a funny joke. 45 minutes, and then I was good. I needed that 45 minutes, Jesse, and Chris understood about the 45 minutes, and Jesse understood about the 45 minutes, and then I was all right. So there it is. But I needed that good 45 minutes. So there it is. All right, let me get my guest in here, and this guest has not been on the show for quite a long time, but he has been on the show 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. So let's get him on in here, because I definitely wanted to hang out with him. It's been a long time since I've hung out with him, and I wanted to do some updates with him. So there it is. And after I talk to him, I'll probably end the show because I kind of wanted to end on a good note with my friend coming in. So we'll get some updates from him. I've got a couple questions to ask about some projects that he's been working on, and that is my good buddy Don Callahan. So so Don Callahan is gonna come in, and for the people that don't know, I got to help him make his feature film. If you're not checking out his feature film, Superman World War, he's gonna be in here in just a few seconds. Alrighty, so we're just gonna wait for him. I think yeah, Randy told me he did get some markers, but for his birthday, Sebastian, I am going to buy him some more because he definitely needs them. And there he is, the myth, the man, the legend that is Don Callahan. Don, are you in a coffee shop just like Fears is?
I'm actually at a St. Louis Bread Co.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Doing a classic Fears. Now, I told the fans that you haven't been on in a little while, and I didn't mean to keep you waiting. I just had a whole bunch of announcements to tell, and then I was like, you know what, we'll end it on a good note. Don has not been on the show for quite a while. This is your third time. This is your third time on the show, right, Don?
Third time. Yeah, it is.
Third time. Yeah. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend.
Sure.
Can you give the fans some updates on Superman? Because I have told them in the past, I have yet to get all of the Superman footage up yet that I filmed. So I've gotten most of it up, but I still got some. I still got some interviews that I need to edit, and I still have some behind the scenes that I have yet to put up. I put most of the behind the scenes up, but I need to put some more up. But that was the update that I told them. But any updates from your neck of the woods? Go ahead.
Okay, well, first off, I know you've been really busy yourself, working left to right. Yes, so, but on my end, besides, lately I've just been kind of more focused on doing the writing and screenplays and stuff as I'm trying to, get back into, rolling for next year. But,
okay.
Yeah, so, but for Superman World War, it's been just right now sitting in the podium for who's going to take this to what film festival. And we got accepted to the Cleveland, Ohio Comic-Con
Oh,
festival.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
That's awesome. Now,
yeah.
that's the first one? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the second one you did because I know I couldn't make it to the first one because you said the first one was on Superman Day in Illinois. I missed that. I'm so sorry for missing it, but
Oh
I saw
no, yeah.
but I saw pictures of it on your Facebook, and it looked like an amazing event. So tell them a little bit about what happened there, and then tell us about the next film show that it's going to be at.
Right. Yeah. So the Metropolis Superman celebration. That one actually isn't a film festival. It was just a luck of
Oh, okay.
doing a showing. So you didn't really miss much.
I thought it was a film. I thought it was like a film thing, but you guys did show it there, but it was an event. So
Yeah.
is it like to celebrate like Superman Day or what is it about?
No, yeah, it was pretty much just to celebrate 80 years of Superman and 40 years of the festival itself in Metropolis that they did.
Okay,
And
all right.
yeah, so, but no, yeah, and it kind of gets a little confusing too because they did had film festivals happening over there, but I think they only did that for a couple of years to try it out, but it didn't do so hot, I guess, because there's not enough DC filmmaker fans that want to make that.
It looked like it was a big success this time, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
from the pictures that you and Kevin Calmer and you said Laura was there and other people. I mean, I saw pictures on multiple Facebook accounts, like from our group of friends, and it looked like an amazing time.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even Kevin Calvert was down in Metropolis to sit. We had one of those uh, tables, just to sit there and be greeted with the fans and everything. I mean, Metropolis is such a wonderful city. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
got the most loyal fans, especially people from all over the world. Even Steve Yuknes from Superman homepage was there to interview us.
And I recently started following that guy. Now you guys thought that Dom was the ultimate Superman fan. This guy takes it to the other another level,
Oh,
dude.
he takes it a whole new level. I mean, this guy is always
Oh
doing
man.
like everything about Superman, whether it's like, something about from Warner Brothers or something
Mm-hmm.
like fans did or a comic book. I mean, he's covering everything.
I subscribe to that guy's YouTube channel. This guy goes freaking bananas over Superman. Oh my God.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, giving credit where credit is due. I like Superman. Like, my parody version of Fears Man is based on, Superman. It's a little bit now. If you've seen the first episode, correct, Dom? What did you
Yeah.
think? Did you like it?
I thought it was entertaining. It really, let's see, I thought, like animation is like very funny, but at the same time, you're really making it entertaining for people. So there's that value to it.
And
So,
it is a tribute to Superman, but like Randy, my animator
oh, yeah.
was like, Fierce, can't we just take like aspects of your hilarious life? And I was like, oh, we have to mix my life with Superman. So
Yeah, and I mean it's unique that you can put your own life involved, and then of course, Superman is just that. I mean, if we think about it today, Superman has been that only superhero that everybody kind of goes off from. I mean, I don't know, even if I think it might have been the inspiration from Captain America because in the comics early on, from
Mhm.
1939, after Action Comics #1, there was a issue of why Superman couldn't continue on with the Action Comics era because they wanted somebody more realistic. So, like Stan Lee created Captain America to be
Mhm.
the one going up against the Nazis, but they kind of converted that to Hydra as similar to what the Nazis were, but more kind of like so to speak of who represents what. So Captain America.
Don, I picture you one day getting a first edition of Superman. I can just picture you going, somehow, some way, I will hunt down a first edition of Superman and buy it and get it in your collection. Do you realize how much that would be? I'm talking like 100,000 to get like a first edition of Superman.
See, I think no, it's going on auction. See, it's been on auction. I think somebody owns it, but it's like for point see 1.3 billion or something like that.
Oh
Because
my God, that's
yeah,
nuts.
it's really nuts. But I mean, if I ever owned one, shit, I'd be like, yeah,
Dude, that would
I'd be
be like the pinnacle of your collection because I know you got quite a lot of pieces in the Superman collectible genre. So yeah,
yeah.
uh,
I mean, I do have the 1,000th copy of Action Comics, which is so nice because I like how the art of the cover they brought back like the underwear, which I know
Hmm.
everybody's been kind of peeved about after Man of
Hmm.
Steel not having his underwear. But it's it's just really nice because away from, I mean, they kind of evolved the 52 look and then
Listen,
picked the
Superman
90s.
has got to be comfy, and he's got to get that red underwear on, man. Like you can't
Yeah,
blame him for being, snug in those in those tights. So
right.
have you ever bought to add to your collection? Have you ever bought like any of the green kryptonite or any a green crystal? Have you got anything like that in your collection?
See, actually, well, I mean, for the most part, I thought I might have had one to
Hmm.
keep, but that was because of the movie. But I think somebody has it now. But I haven't really owned a collection of the Kryptonite, although I've been kind of tempted to. Like they
You
have
should
like those.
you should get that for your collection. So
Yeah, I mean, I do have, however, the Superman key from Man of Steel.
oh, that's so awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just dangling from my mirror in my car, which is so nice. Like the rear
Hmm.
view mirror, just
Hmm.
something I keep. And then right beside it, it's my grandfather's dog tag, which
Now, the fans have been wanting me to know. I told them I didn't know what edit you were on. Like they were kind of asking after I put up all of the first showing of it, because I went to the showing and then the premiere, and then they were asking whenever I went, when I worked, on that day on the set. What edit are we on? Are we on the final edit? Are you guys still editing it? Are you guys still tweaking it? Is it still, or is it pretty much a solid? Is it done?
no, it's 100% done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're already finished with it. I wrapped it up like about a month ago, and right now it's just going through film festivals. I mean, of course, there could have been some things I wanted to work on, but
Hmm.
with only so much time, well, I mean, time is something I do have a little bit more often now, but it's money and trying to keep that going, and that's one of the struggles in filmmaking. It's
Yeah.
like how far can you take it?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, with between me and the sound designer, and
Listen,
we yeah.
I will promote the shit out of Superman World War until the day I die. I loved the film, and I don't just do it because I'm your friend, Don. I think it was a fantastic project. Thank God you and Kevin invited me to be a part of it. I am honored to be a part of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a small, tiny little role, but in it. But I did my, I loved all the behind the scenes, and we need a sequel. We need a sequel. I cannot wait for the sequel because I've been begging Don for this.
Yeah.
I said Don, I only have two requests. Let me do all the behind the scenes like I did before, and then I don't care what character. I just need like a little cameo in there. I need a cameo character. I mean, if you want to give me a full blown character, that's cool. But even like Fear is just tiptoeing through the back, the back of the scene, whatever.
Right, sure. No.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait. So, can you tell the fans the possibility of a short film? Yay or nay? What do you think?
Short film, I think it's more realistic. I mean,
Hmm.
of course, among you and a bunch of other fans have mentioned, is there going to be a sequel?
Oh
Um,
man, I've seen it so much on that Superman because I helped Don run the Superman Facebook page. Don, I cannot tell you. At least I've seen it at least 50 times. At least 50 times.
oh yeah,
People ask, when is the sequel? When is the sequel? And I'm like, I don't know. Ask Don. I'm like, he's the main dude. I'm like, I don't know. And then
right,
they'll ask you,
sure,
and then Don's like, I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. So we're not trying to give people the runaround, but we're like, we don't know if there is going to be a sequel. I hope there's a sequel, but that's what you have to kind of like tell fans. So yeah.
right. Well, here's where I'm at. Of course, after doing the first film, being a $30,000 project, this was very. I mean, as a filmmaker myself, as much as I loved it, there was so much, overwhelming and
Hmm.
high end possibilities of like I didn't know if I was even going to finish the film or not because of how much time and work we were going to do it, and of course, it's very ambitious, especially if you're doing like a 40s piece and a superhero piece together. I mean,
Yeah, and I give you guys a lot. I give you guys a lot of credit for staying on point, on budget, and I mean that was in tremendous pressure. You guys filming it in different locations, some great set pieces, by the way, great filming locations. My favorite filming location, hands down, it's a split between because you guys filmed a lot around Illinois, St. Louis, other places. But
yes,
I've got two favorite filming locations. I wasn't there But just to see it in the film, I love the Lynn Mansion, that you filmed in that area.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
we
a
love
that
it.
was a good location. And then the location that I was actually on set, that airfield, because they gave you access to all those 40s like airplanes. They gave you access to all those 40s military like vehicles and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That is
Oh yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, a lot of that, I would say, locations and costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say I give more credit to my father, the executive producer, Jeff Callahan.
And
He,
dude, your
yeah,
father did a fantastic job, because I know your father is good friends with those people that own that airfield and stuff. And
yeah,
that was pretty cool of your dad to think of that location. Say, hang on, I've got an idea. Let me talk to my friends that own that airfield. Should be able to do it. And then your dad, like a boss, just like
oh
got
yeah,
that location. It was amazing. I love it. It's
yeah.
awesome.
The thing with my dad is he's literally a businessman. I mean, he's ran wine events. He's done,
Mm-hmm.
business proposals and everything. I mean, this guy is probably one of the smartest men that I ever knew, and probably one of my best friends as
Your
much
dad
as
is
anything.
awesome, and like he's such the nicest guy. And he was like, "Hey, Fears, you want to add me on Facebook?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't I add you on Facebook? Why wouldn't I add you on Instagram? Absolutely, because he's
Right?
such a good
Sure.
guy. He's such a good guy, and um, and I love that you tributed this film to your grandfather. He would be so proud of you, dude. I
Yes.
kid you not. I
Yeah.
kid you
No.
not,
Yeah.
dude.
I always think of every day of how he would be telling me that, but it's even though he's not here with us, I mean, he's watching down below, and of
Oh yeah.
course, yeah, it's one of those things that I think in a rarity. I mean, I've seen a couple of other films and showcase in St. Louis where there's like another director who honored a short film based on his dad or grandfather, and
Hmm.
it's I think it's now becoming kind of a thing where people are honoring their family member who has done something,
Yeah.
whether it's very little. Because my grandfather in real life, knowing that we based it off, from Superman facing off World War II, in reality, my grandfather in World War II as a Rainbow Division,
And your
he
grandfather was kind of like in real life a Jimmy Olsen. He took pictures and he took photography of the war, just like how Jimmy Olsen took pictures for the Daily Planet. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like in real life, before he went to the war, he was working for John Deere, learning how to use the photostat machines. And
That's
then,
awesome.
yeah, and then after
Awesome.
that, he goes through training and see somewhere in Oklahoma for his base training, and then he goes. He was about to be in, infantry, but then he gets called to Pentagon to teach Women's Army Corps how to use the form photostat machines. So he
Mhm.
help doing that. Then after the big part of the war was over, which is every situation. But then he goes
The only
over.
thing,
Uh,
the only thing that stinks though is I wish he would have been alive to watch the film. I really would. Like, I wish he could have seen the whole thing done. I mean, that's the only thing that stinks about it. Because if you're honoring someone, I wish he could have seen it, because he would have been. I'm telling you, man. I've said this a million. I said it on set. I said it, when we were just hanging out at the coffee shop that day, exchanging
he would have
footage.
been proud.
He would have
Yeah,
been proud, man. He would have been so proud of you, dude. And I know he would have loved the film.
yeah. No, I think he would have loved to meet not only with me, but also to Kevin Caliber and especially
Hmm.
Charlie Stoffer. I mean,
Charlie
Char,
did a great job performing as or portraying your grandfather. And they kind of look like each other. If you stick an old photo up of your grandfather and then a young version of Charlie and a young version of your grandfather, and you can't tell them apart. Like Charlie even went the effort, even went the distance to have his haircut the same haircut as your grandfather. I mean, it was super authentic.
right? No, absolutely. It's just when Charlie walked in and auditioned for the role, and he just, I don't know, something about him. I think, uh, as I like to think, life imitates art.
Oh
So
yeah,
obvious,
oh
and then
yeah.
with that, yeah, actors, they have to have their own quirk, if that makes sense. And
Hmm.
I think what Charlie brought to his role from his personality is just that mild mannered 40s gentleman, which, in reality, you don't see much of that anymore unless it's like,
Yeah.
10% of the population of men. But back then, people, and especially like my grandfather, they were always hardworking. They were always
Hmm.
just, fair to the bone. They were always focused, and most of all, they, treated women with respect. And I felt like, in the man's army, you have this young kid who gets involved in, combat work where he's not going after troubles. Trouble is
Hmm.
following him. So for him to play as a World War II photographer, but also as a war vet, that gone into battle, you know, it really does show character of what a Superman is, and that's what we had a challenge with. And I think with my grandfather, he would have. I mean, he's just the perfect candidate of representing for the military, and also as a gentleman himself.
I hope you don't mind. I've prepared a couple of questions because I did not want to forget about these. I wrote them down in my notebook.
Oh, no, sure, yeah.
Because it's been so long since you've talked to the fans. Question one is the full movie, the full edit. It can be found on your Don Callahan Facebook, and it's on the website. Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the full edition, guys, is on the Superman World War website. More information is on the Facebook page, but it is on your Don Callahan YouTube page.
Come again? I'm sorry.
I said the full movie can be found on the Don Callahan YouTube page, correct?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it'll be released on April 3rd, 2019.
Okay. Oh, so it's not there yet, but that's when you're gonna release it, right?
Oh no, yeah, it's already been uploaded, but it's scheduled to be released next year on April 3rd.
Oh, so you've got it uploaded, but it's on private. Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's gonna. Okay, got it. So it's uploaded, guys, but he's gonna. So one more time on that release date.
April 3rd, 2019.
Okay, April 3rd, and then do you have it on private on the website too? Are you guys gonna upload it on the official Superman World War website?
Let's see. Well, we probably will. Yeah, for the most part. Once the release date is, but even to like once we go through some more film festivals and all that, I might release another trailer for just the Laurel, what it has won and stuff. But otherwise, I'm just, I mean, we have slowed down on content lately because, I mean, because right now we're just, trying to, focus on other things and all that. But I mean, of course, with me, I'm always trying to come up with something new and stuff.
Well, that's my next question. What is the next projects that you've been working on? Is there any new projects that you've been working on? Tell the fans.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Just sending this.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. So.
Because I've actually wanted to ask you this off camera, and I totally forgot to ask you off camera. I was like, you know what? Whenever I get Don in here, I haven't talked to my buddy in quite a while. I'll ask him future projects.
Mm-hmm. So, future projects that I'm working on right now, I stepped aside from features for a while because they're ambitious as usual.
Oh yeah,
but now, as I said before in the beginning, when I just jumped on, I'm writing a couple of shorts, and I'm kind of focusing on a little bit of comedy and stuff.
Nice.
That will be nice. So they're in development still. Me and Laura Candace, we've been in the writing stages. And
Sweet.
I'm bringing on a few other writers to
and Laura's a good friend of ours. She is usually your go-to writer, right? Like you guys write a lot together.
Yeah, me and her, we definitely have our connection in writing. Usually, she's kind of like I'm the one to kind of write the concept. I throw it to her and see if it sounds anything like these characters, and if she feels like they sound like they need to be this or that, and especially with women characters, she's usually strong in those areas. But
that's cool.
Especially if there's chemistry, that's usually the best way to have a writing partner. But also, too, I'm even trying to gather up a whole screenwriters group to where we can, sit down, write out stuff, and then just see if anything just kind of goes back and forth. So, and I feel like that's the greatest flow you can ever do, and it keeps more content possibilities flowing. So.
Well, you know me. As soon as these short films become a reality, Don, you know which guy to call for the behind the scenes. Oh yes,
yeah,
call me, buddy. I will get that behind the scenes footage going ASAP.
Any filmmakers out there, just get a hold of Johnny. He'll do great
right
for
here.
you. Yeah, take
Fears will promote the heck out of your short film and your feature film. I do that behind the scenes quite well. My next question is are you and Lionel still working on that project? I forgot what it was called. What was his feature called? Is that still a thing?
Oh, you mean Lilton Stewart?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot Stewart. I forgot his names. But yeah, Stewart.
I haven't talked with him for a while because I mean, of course, he's now living in LA. He's working on.
I heard about that. Good for him.
Yeah, he moved out probably right after a month after the premiere, and then he's now kind of working on other projects as well. I mean, they're still in writing stages.
Okay. Now, is he going to come back to Missouri and shoot that feature that he was talking about? Because he wanted me to do the behind the scenes from, or is he going to shoot that out in LA?
That's just in a discussion right now because, because right now, I mean, we're still in the writing stages, of course, trying to get a green light and try to get the budget and everything. So it's just a matter of, sitting, waiting for that, green light to come in. And then once that happens, then we'll start getting right into more further with pre-production stages. And we're, scout locating as well in the meantime.
Okay, cool. My last question is after this recent film festival, the one that you were telling us about, is there any more planned after that?
Well, I've already submitted to very specific fan films or specific film festivals where it's more fan film friendly because, of course, like, trying to market your movie, you got to be careful where you go with film festivals because usually, it's like trying not to, pay anybody to show your movie or anything like that. It's just trying to, stay on those lines. But there's like fan films that can be accepted to certain film festivals. So I specifically picked out maybe about 9 or 10 of them to be accepted. So, and of course, there's even film festivals that take movie trailers. So we submitted some of those to over there. And
well, if I can, I'm going to try and come to the next film festival with you guys, get some behind the scenes footage, not only for your guys' channel, because I'll give you guys a copy of mine too. But like, I will let you know if I can come because my schedule has been just crazy trying to find a job because I'm sick of not working. But besides that, I've been editing videos like crazy and applying for jobs like crazy. But my last thing is I'm going to the Toyman Toy Show. Now, Don has been to the Toyman Toy Show before.
I have.
And I've been trying to get some of my fans to come. Why don't you tell the fans what you think of the Toyman Toy Show? Because they already know what I think of it. I like the show, but I would like to hear from another person's point of view. What do you think of the Toyman Toy Show?
Oh, I think it's great. I think anybody that is a collector or a movie buff, I think specifically it's definitely for collectors more than anything. But still, you're going to meet some, not big celebrities, but celebrities that worked on, big productions like Walking Dead.
They got some good celebrities that come there.
Yeah, Steve Bishop. I mean, this guy, he's huge. I mean, he's worked from doing WWF before, and then now he's working in into the industry with big movie productions where he's working with CM Punk and a bunch of other different actors. And
I've interviewed Bishop at least 3 times, at least, and he's a good guy. He's always up for an interview. He's a good guy. How many times have you been to the Toyman Toy Show? Because I remember I've seen you and Charlie there. The 2 times I saw you guys there, you guys were promoting Superman, Superman World War there.
I think this was my first time this year doing it, and of course, it's like I like to go.
I thought you went 2 times. I thought you went 2 times.
I think it was Charlie that went 2 times.
That's it. I'm sorry, Charlie went 2 times. You've went once, but would you ever go? Would you ever go back?
I mean, of course, I would go back. I think just because I want to, be there as a attendee. But unless if I have any more, short films or something big lined up, I definitely like to get a table just to spread the word out. Or maybe.
I mean, it's definitely a blast even to go, even if you're not promoting anything. I mean, it's a fun, like if you got nothing to do on a Sunday, go for it.
Yeah, I mean it's just a relaxing time to go and do things, and it's just great. You can buy something to walk off with, and it's great just to do stuff like that. But even too, I think anybody that is trying to get in the market of trying to do like trying to bring in money for supporting filmmakers. I think for any filmmaker that's looking to do some marketing, try try the Toyman show, because I mean anything is just about as good as anything, because I think
and our friend Chris owns the Toyman Toy Show, and he's been doing the show for quite a long time.
He's been doing it for about what, like 20 or 30 years, I think.
At least because he started it, like, I think because Chris is a little bit older than me. Chris is in his 40s, and I think his first show, he told me, was 1992, 1993, something like that. So he's been doing it for quite a long time.
Yeah. Oh,
quite
absolutely.
a long time.
Yeah. So. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I think.
Well, Don, I appreciate you coming on the show, buddy. I hadn't had you in a long time, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, I want to give the fans an update on where Superman World Wars. I hope we get a sequel, buddy. I hope we get a sequel.
Well, like
one of these days.
Well, like I said, if the script is developed or a concept comes around, and if there is a budget for it, and if it's reasonable to make it, I mean, by all means, I'm down for it. But I mean, realistically, to me, just for the fans to know, I think this film alone would be just left as is, because
oh yeah, I mean, it stands on its own, because I've watched it not once, guys. I've watched it twice. I like, because when we did the premiere, we showed it twice, and I loved it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if there's a spin-off idea, or if there's anything that really does make sense of how it can continue on further on, but I mean, by all means, I think it'd be cool. But I think I'd believe that as is. But I mean, it leads to an idea for other filmmakers, or even myself, to open up the DC universe to a whole new era, if that's even possible. Like,
yeah,
like introduce Batman, introduce maybe even some of the Marvel characters in these eras of what it'd be like. I mean, that's just one way to look about it, and seeing how not only you're taking a superhero character, but like try to relate to what that character's origins were during that time period of, like, who would they be facing? Like, like in Batman, he'd probably be facing, some, big, crime bosses, Al Capone or somebody like that, just to, get into it. And then, but, it's endless. And I hope that, with this movie, that it definitely opens more minds to elaborate, get outside the box. So, but yeah, just to leave in another note, Superman World War will be down in Cleveland, Ohio Comic-Con, which will be, so it's already been official selection. So, and then little did I know, I mean, I should know by then, but Charlie, that played Private Don, he told me that in Cleveland, Ohio, which was where the creators of Superman started Superman.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was released in Cleveland, Ohio. So
why don't you tell the fans that's the next film festival, guys? They're going to show it at the Cleveland, Ohio Comic-Con. Why don't you tell them all the information? So if they wanted to come and check it out, where would they go to check out all this information? What website? What's the name of the con? All that good stuff. And then I guess we'll end the show.
Sure. Yeah. So it's called Cleveland Comic-Con. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Google. You'll find their website up on there. The film festival will be on October 4th, which I think it's like a Wednesday or Thursday. So you go there, see the film there, and then they'll have the con 5th through the 7th, I believe.
Oh, nice.
And, now there will be a lot of cool, I mean, it's kind of a small con, so you won't be getting too much, but I know you'll be getting a lot of, like, comic book novelists or artists, illustrators, there. So I would definitely check it out. It's definitely something that, if it's worth your while, at least, just to see, the illustrators and stuff. But if you look to see the film Superman World War, October 4th, I think screenings start at 4 p.m. and go all the way out till 10, and then um, we should be having like an award ceremony afterwards to see, who wins what. So, and I hope we take something home too. And at the very least, we got it official.
Again, guys, if my schedule will allow it, Don, I will either ride down with you for this event or I will drive my own car down to this event. I think I could get some cool footage down there. I don't know how much the con would be, but of course, Fears would figure it out as we go. But me and Don will keep you updated on this stuff. And Don, I will end with this. Another cool place to show your film was if you talk to Chris at the Toyman Toy Show. I bet you Chris would allow you to show it there. That'd be kind of a cool idea to show it there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be cool, too. And then also another thing that just popped up in my mind. I know we keep going on this.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but Missouri Commemorative Air Force is going to do like a fundraiser for their own being because they got a museum, which I know for all you know, even Johnny has been there himself.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, they helped us a lot out with the Hainer Dance scene where there was literally a Hainer Dance event, so they allowed us to shoot there. And then also, too, they were more than generous.
That hangar is where they keep all those old military aircrafts and old military vehicles that they used in the film. Then off to the right, there's a building where the museum is, and that's where tons of costumes that Don used in his films. That's there. All those guns and stuff, they were in the museum, right, Don? That they allowed you to use all that 40s stuff? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I went there for the last Hainer Dance, and right now what they're doing is, like, for each year, they introduce new items from that era and from that year. So they'll kind of show stuff. And then last time I was there, I seen all the weapons that were used in the film and all that. So... And but yeah, for Missouri Commemorative Air Force in November, we haven't got an exact date yet, but we're wanting to show the film in part of doing the fundraiser to help raise funds.
Now, are you going to show it? Are you going to show it at the hangar, or is it going to be in the museum, or it's going to be in that area? Correct.
Yeah, it's going to be in that area. I think we're going to probably do the hangar since it's probably the biggest.
I mean, the hangar is pretty big. That would be a good place to put up some seats and put up a screen. And my friend Timmy in the chat says this would be Don's dream if Superman World War was on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh yes, that would be good.
Oh jeez, man, Rotten Tomatoes. I would say they're very crucial. I'm almost afraid to get a review from them, but I think
dude, how cool would it be to get your film on Rotten Tomatoes? That would be freaking sweet. Whether it was good or bad, just an honor to be on that. That'd be sweet.
Just to get an attention, and I'd be surprised if they even said like, "Hey, your movie is wonderful. We give you Rotten Tomato review." But I think for just to have that up on there, you have to have like some kind of credibility of being well known in the industry. But hey, who knows? I mean, if they do say, "Hey, we want to review your movie," be like, eat it away, throw it at it or praise it. I don't care.
My friend Joey said that he's looked at the Superman World War Facebook page. So yeah, a lot of my fans have been looking at it. I can't thank you enough for this. A lot of exciting updates, guys, for the Superman World War. So we got some more film festivals coming up. We've got the hangar thing coming up, and again, if I can make it down for the you said the Ohio Con, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland Comic-Con, it's all the same thing. So
if I can make it down for that, and I have enough money because money's kind of tight right now, I definitely would love to come down because I would love to get some. One, it would be nice to go to a different con because I haven't went to it. I go to the same cons because I love them so much, but it'd be nice to go to a new con and then also get some behind the scenes footage because the last con I went to, Don, have you ever heard of MicroCon? It was the littlest con I've ever went to.
I saw you post about it.
It was such a little con. It was literally like a hallway. You go down a hallway and then you go into one room. So it was a hallway and one room, and I was like, I don't think this can be considered a con, but it still was fun for a tiny con. That was the tiniest one I ever went to. I guarantee you, though, Cleveland will be a lot bigger than a hallway and then a room.
Right. I mean, who knows? I mean, anywhere you go, it's just nice to even network with other people and all that. I mean, especially running cons and stuff. It's not that I ran cons, but I ran similar things as a event planner. It is a nightmare just to try to make sure everybody's cool with,
It's definitely a great place to network. I mean, I hand out so many business cards. Of course, I did get some new subs from this last microcon that I went to. Even though it was little, I I definitely got a couple more subs. That was good. Well, I can't thank you enough. I'm going to end the show, sir. And
sure.
And the last thing I will say, guys, is if Fears Man becomes a live action, I know which director I'm calling. I'm calling Don Callahan to direct Fears Man, a live action. Don, it's a must. One of these days, I think Fears Man has to go to the big screen. That would be an honor. That'd be, and I would call Don Callahan. And I don't know, Fears needs to lose some weight to get into that skin tight yellow blue suit, but I would do it.
Yeah, well,
or I would just have Kevin do it, because Kevin's a far more looking better man than me, and Kevin could portray Fears Man. That would be great.
He does have the look. I would assume that if the budget's right and if you got the script for it, we'll see what happens. And I mean, it's just a matter of time and persistence, and I'd be touching it somehow and either producing or something. So we'll find out and see.
Oh yeah, one of those days, I'd love to see Fears Man come to the big screen.
Oh yeah, yes. or at least be part of a movie where you get like some kind of cameo involved. And don't worry, I'll see what we can do for you in these next few shorts.
Kevin's definitely a better actor than me. I would love to have him portray Fears Man, but yeah, if the actual Fears Man could just stick his head in the background and go, "Oh hey guys, what's going on?" in the background, I would be honored. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna end it there. Thanks so much, Don, for all these updates. We'll have Don on again at some point down the road, and I can't wait to hear more about the new projects and more about Superman World War. I hope the fans have enjoyed it, and I'm going to take off. So this is Fears, and this is Don
Callahan,
and we will see you guys later.
Until next time, keep it rolling.
Later.